Hey guys, hope you're having a fantastic day today. And if you're not, if your day's kind of been rough, then I want to give you an invitation and a challenge to use this video as a pattern interrupter, like as a pause, a timeout, a stop, so you can just kind of reset. It's like, you know what, today's not been going well. I'm a little frustrated. I'm irritated. I'm not feeling at my best. And like, just pause right now, stop with this video, and just be like, you know what, I'm going to reset and I'm going to make the rest of my day great. Too often we kind of roll along in default mode and we let life happen to us instead of choosing to be deliberate about how we're going to feel and how we're going to act and how we're going to make our days happen. Like, remember, the way your day goes is a choice. So don't leave it up to chance. Use it by choice, right? And you get to choose how you even if bad things happen, because you're like, wait a minute, what if somebody's rude to me? What if something goes bad? What if things don't work out like I hope? We still get to choose how we respond. Life is 90%, only 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. Let that sink in. That's a quote by Charles Swindoll. Life is only 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we choose to react. So, like, literally, you can choose to live deliberately instead of in default mode. And at every moment, at any moment, like, we can stop, we can pause, have a pattern interrupt, and be like, nope, stop. I don't like the way things are going. I don't like the way things are going in my health, my relationship, my finances, my work, my contribution to the world, my habits, my addictions, like whatever. You can stop at any moment, boom, have a pattern interrupt, and say, I'm going to choose differently. I'm going to choose to respond in a different way. Now, here's what I want to give you today is the number one way to make a shift and to maintain momentum. Because this is the hardest thing for most of us, right? We're rolling along. We might hear something, might watch a video, might have an experience. We get all motivated. We get stoked. We're like, yeah, I'm going to make some changes. I don't like the way things are. I want to level up. And even if things are good, I want to go from great. And if they're great, I want to go to extraordinary. Like, I want to go after it. So what is it? How can we make those shifts, fuel that fire, and maintain the momentum? Yes? Yeah. It did fall off. It's okay. Oh, man, little kids are the best, aren't they? If you're a parent, cherish your little kids. You hear that little voice? Oh, man, it's the best. Cherish those moments. All right, so here it is. You guys ready? You stoked for this? The number one way to make major shifts in your life and to maintain momentum. Because we all get stoked, we all get excited, and then a couple days later we're like, I can't even keep going with what I'm doing. I have no motivation, no drive. And this made a gigantic difference in my life. When I was making huge transformations and shifts in my life, when I wanted to become a new person and live a different new way, right, and level up in so many different ways. Like, and I'm talking leveling up in extraordinary ways. Yeah, you're so cute. Yep, you're so cute. So here's how you get it done. Ready? So no matter what's going on in your life, this will help you, I promise. You feed the thing you seek. Okay? You feed the thing you seek. Now here's what I mean by that. Like, if I want to improve my health, I study health. I get around healthy people. Like, I surround myself with people who are going after it. I read their books. I listen to their podcasts. I go to the places where they are. I talk to them, right? And then I'm constantly, every day. And it's just, you guys, we often think in our minds, we tell ourselves a story like, oh my goodness, I'm way too busy. I literally don't have any time for that. There's no way I can make that happen. I can't fit that in. It's not going to happen. And those are all stories we tell ourselves, because with little tiny shifts, like little tiny shifts, we can get in all the things we need to without like these huge time constraints that we think it is. Like, you might be saying like, I don't have time to read all that stuff or listen to podcasts. And actually, you can do it while you're getting ready in the morning. You can listen to a podcast. You can listen to an audiobook while you drive, while you exercise. You can sit down and read books instead of watching TV shows. Or, just little shift. You're just replacing one thing with another. And if you'll feed it, so if you want new finances, right? A new financial situation, you want a new work, you want a new skill set, you want a new job, a new career, you want to start a business or have some freedom income. Like we have this freedom income mastermind that is amazing. We get together with a small group of people who are just going after it, creating businesses to create freedom income. So you can live life on your terms, have the money you want for the things you want, for the lifestyle you want, to pay for the best lessons for your kids, the coolest experiences for your family, to work from home, to work from where you want, to live where you want in the world, to create this freedom income. Actually, check that out. If you're interested in that, you need to get our courses. We have an entry-level course for that, and then we have the Freedom Income Mastermind. You need to get in that. If you want to transform your financial situation in your life, get in on that. It's awesome. And we teach you how to do that step by step. And so if you want to improve your relationships, same thing, you study relationships, you study marriage, you study parenting, you study how to get along with people. You start with the great classic books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? And books by John Maxwell. And I've got a whole list of books. And if you want lists, just shoot me a message. I'll share. I'm happy to share my recommended book list. I've been averaging about a book a week for the last 2 decades. And this literally is what has transformed my life and help me keep momentum on the path of change. And so whether it's spiritual, emotional, mental, social, physical, financial, it doesn't matter what it is. The key to change and transformation is to feed what you want. Now, what happens, unfortunately, you guys, is we end up feeding what we don't want. We watch a lot of negativity, don't we? Like we get with the news and movies and media and there's this fascination with horror now. And like it's everywhere. And so we're constantly putting in our minds dark things and negative things, and we're surrounded by people that are, oh, you can't do that. No, you can't have goals. Oh, that's dumb. What are you doing that for? And these naysayers, people dragging you down. So we're hearing it all the time. We're feeding the wrong side of the stuff. It's like putting fertilizer on the weeds in the garden, man, instead of fertilizing your vegetables, right? And so feed the right thing. So books, podcasts, videos like this, watch my videos, listen to my School of Awesome Sauce podcast. If you want to level up, you can get in what's called the School of Awesome Sauce monthly coaching. And like the people in there, you guys, I get messages every week how it's just transforming lives. And it's so exciting. So cool. I love this stuff. But you get in there, you get a tracker, you realign, we show you what things you need to work on each day, and these little changes that actually make a huge positive difference in your life. But I'm telling you, just this one thing. Don't make it too complicated. Keep it simple. Choose one thing. And the way to choose that, some of you are like, well, I don't know what thing to work on next. I don't know. I got so many things I want to change, work on. Just pick the thing that you think is the most important right now. Which thing of the things you want to improve or change or level up, which thing would make the biggest difference in your life right now? Which one would have the biggest impact? And for some of you, you'll be like, yep, it's my health. I gotta get in great shape. It's gonna be that thing. And so you feed that, you study that. And again, you're actually gonna be reviewing often things you already know, but what you're doing is every day you're feeding it, you're nourishing it, you're reminding yourself every day, every morning, every day, oh yeah, that's what I'm working on. And it reminds you of why it's important. Like right now, literally before I started making this video, I was listening to this awesome biography on Martin Luther. And just it's this constant reminder of his courage of standing up for what he believed was right and being bold, super crazy bold, even a little audacious, fighting back against the people and what they were saying at the time. He's like, no, that's just not true. And it, like the risk of death, like they called him a heretic and they were going to burn him and kill him. And he's like, no, I believe this and I'm going to stand by it. Like, and to have the courage to raise your voice and be counted to make a difference in the world. Like that's powerful, and to remember that and be reminded of those things, right? And to get new insights, new ahas, just to study the lives of men and women who've done great things. I promise you, as you feed and nourish the thing you want and the thing you seek, it will give you power to change and momentum to keep going, because input determines output. Input determines output. Man, write that on a piece of paper, stick it on your wall, stick it on your mirror, stick it in your car, put it on your backdrop. Input determines output. And what we feed grows, right? And what we focus on expands. So just put your focus on the thing you want, Read it, work on it every day, even if it's just a little bit. Literally 30 to 60 seconds a day will make a difference, because it's going to remind you every day what you're working on and why, and it's going to give you the inspiration and motivation to keep up the momentum. So choose something, get in there, message me if you want something, watch my videos, listen to my podcast, jump in the School of Awesome Sauce monthly coaching if you're ready to level up to the next level. You're like, okay, it's on. It's go time now. I'm ready to invest in myself. I'm ready to invest in my future. I'm ready to take action. Get on that. Okay, go to extraordinaryfamilylife.com and you can find those resources for whatever area of your life you're ready to level up. Get the input in there, feed the thing you want to seek and go after and grow, and go get it, because awesome's always an option. Reach upward.